Merry Christmas, everyone here for us from Connect TV. This is the Pro Wrestling Show. And coming up, we talk about the SmackDown Ring Report. There's a lot going on as we talk about Charlotte Flair and Toni Storm clash for the SmackDown Women's Championship on the Christmas Eve edition of SmackDown. Could Toni Storm pull the impossible and become the new women's champion? Or did Charlotte Flair reign supreme as still your SmackDown Women's Champion? Also, too, a 12-man, 12 Days of Christmas gauntlet match started. Who will emerge the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship? A lot of these 12 men battling out to meet Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura for a chance of a lifetime for the Intercontinental title. And two, we talk about the six-man tag team match that kicked off the New Day teams up with Drew McIntyre to take on the team of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, going against with Madcap Moss. A lot of day one implications on this Christmas Eve edition of SmackDown. SmackDown as the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show on the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. First thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is key. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. We're in the festive mood. Thank you all for watching. Merry Christmas, everyone who's watching this everywhere around the world. Thank you all, and we hope you have a good Christmas as well. So let's get waste no time right now with the SmackDown Ring Report. On the SmackDown Ring Report, we talk about this, a lot going on. As Paul Heyman kicked off the show at the Paul Heyman longtime manager Roman Reigns, who brought Roman Reigns to promise, Paul Heyman had aired his grievances on what had happened, what went wrong. Paul Heyman says that maybe it's time for him to refocus and not be a manager, advocate, or a wrestling personality no more. Heyman, everyone knows as the former manager, former advocate for Brock Lesnar, the counsel for former for Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman has done all the one-time owner of ECW, who revolutionized the world of wrestling, the Scream concept into it, and violence and all this stuff. Heyman likely doing a career retrospect, saying he don't know what's next for him. This is the quote he wrote, and I quote, "Maybe it's time for me to acknowledge that my career is most likely over." So would this be over for Paul Heyman after telling the honest, given truth to Universal Champion Roman Reigns that he's been protecting Roman from Brock Lesnar and thinking that Brock Lesnar could beat Roman Reigns in an instant? So only time will tell. I will tell you theories probably sometime next week when we do the day one, predict the outcome next week. And I will give you my thoughts on what role Paul Heyman would be at day one between the Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Also, too, the SmackDown Women's Championship was on the line, contested. Charlotte Flair defended her championship against number one contender Toni Storm. Toni Storm getting the once in a lifetime opportunity at the SmackDown Women's Championship after pinning Charlotte last week in a tag team match. Now things get real contested. Charlotte Flair went to attack Toni. Toni Storm a little bit overcome with emotions and stuff. Toni Storm taking it to Charlotte with this front drop kick. Charlotte now trying to take control with the Grove grapple and stuff, trying to grapple her, ground her and stuff to make her ground and pound and stuff. But at the same time, in the same token, Toni Storm showing that get no give, delivering the German suplex. The German suplex right there. You see right here. Even a kick. to Charlotte right there. Charlotte kicking Toni Storm's head off. Even Charlotte, Toni Storm showed the will to win, try to fight out of the move that Charlotte had was preventing her. Charlotte used the figure four leg lock. Toni Storm showing her strength, showing her will, her intensity, showing the will not to give up. Then next thing you know, Charlotte pins her with a roll up inside cradle and get the 1, 2, 3. Now Charlotte still remains SmackDown Women's Champion. She's heading to 2022 as the SmackDown Women's Champion. We don't know what awaits her. Will Toni Storm get another chance or rematch at day one or Royal Rumble? Who knows? But now we know Charlotte Flair heading in 2022 as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte might have that chance and that momentum, but Charlotte, we'll see. Charlotte's been good on her game in and out of the ring. So with Charlotte becoming the face of the women's division, it's likely Charlotte could be the face again in the WrestleMania, but you have to know who she's going to go against when the time will tell. Also, too, was the 12 Days of Christmas 12-man gauntlet match. The winner earns an Intercontinental Championship match. These 12 men on SmackDown showcase their skills. It started with Angel Garza taking on Ivan, and Angel Garza hitting his wing clipper to get the win. Well, Angel went towards that to Shanky, but yeah, yes. Sorry about that. Um, yeah. Shanky went against Angel Garza and took Angel Garza to the limit, eliminated him quickly and early and stuff. Then Shanky got eliminated by Evar. Evar went against Sheamus in a match. Sheamus with no holds barred ground pound game. Sheamus ground pounding Evar down to the ground. Sheamus says that's one thing that's eluded him winning all the WWE championships to become a Grand Slam champion is becoming the Intercontinental champion. Sheamus was on his way, on the verge. He defeated Evar, and Sheamus went against former tag team partner Cesaro. Took Cesaro to the limit. Sheamus took Cesaro down. Cesaro tried to get an upper heel advantage. Just didn't work out well. And then you can tell right there these pictures, Sheamus and Evar attacking each other. Even Ridge Holland was at ringside. But you can tell Cesaro tried to put up a fight. Cesaro drop kicking Sheamus. Even Cesaro even doing that swing to Sheamus. Then Sheamus hitting him with the bro kick to get the 1, 2, 3. Next thing you know, Sheamus went against Ricochet. Sheamus and even Ricochet defeated Sheamus in the upset that many people didn't see coming. So Sheamus had to wait once again to get another championship around the corner if someone doesn't beat Nakamura again. Plus two, Ricochet went against Roberto Carrillo in a match of flying aerial high flyers. Roberto Carrillo and Ricochet took it to the mat, down into the ring, drop kick after drop kick. After Ricochet defeated Roberto Carrillo, Ricochet went against Jinder Mahal, former WWE champion. Jinder Mahal looking like he wants the WWE enter the Intercontinental title. But at the end, Ricochet defeated him in the upset. Then it was down to Ricochet and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, former Intercontinental champion. Ricochet taking it to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn hit him with the Blue Thunderball, and Sami Zayn gets the win and becomes the new #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is likely another thing where Sami Zayn helped Nakamura found his voice and found his footing again. Now Nakamura and Zayn meets once again for the Intercontinental title. Speaking of that, was a huge six-man tag team match as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, teamed up with Madcap Moss to take on Drew McIntyre and #1 contenders for the tag team titles, the New Day, King Woods and Sir Kingston. You can see the Usos throwing King Woods into the Christmas tree, as well as Madcap Moss taking it to the Madcap Moss taking it to Drew McIntyre, who he'll meet at day one on one, at the suggestion of Baron Corbin, looking Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin trying to put Madcap Moss as his pawn with Drew at the last week's event. Drew McIntyre trying to fool Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin getting doused with eggnog, which that was kind of like not to his liking and not to his taste with the eggnog. Then they took it to the Usos with the Christmas tree. The Usos using the Christmas tree on King Woods. King Woods didn't like that one bit. As well as that, he brought the Christmas season spirit into the ring. Drew and then the New Day did. Also, Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin getting doused in eggnog. Ugh. Who likes eggnog? Ugh. Eggnog is not my taste. Ugh. To each his own. But Drew hits the Claymore kick when Madcap Moss get the 1, 2, 3 and wins the match, celebrating, closing SmackDown off with the win. So we now know that Drew McIntyre will meet Madcap Moss at day one. And look at this right here. This was the cookies and the eggnog. Ugh. Ugh. I take the cookies, not the eggnog, but maybe you don't. All right. And finally, we talk about Natalya. She got in the Guinness Book of World Records with the most wins, most pay-per-view, most matches. So Natalya doing the thing. She thinks she's in a new rivalry with Cena Lee, Madcap Natalya. Doing well. All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yes, I wish you that. So we'll leave you with these Christmas cookies and this eggnog. So me being Kendra Dixon, so thank you all for watching the Pro Wrestling Show SmackDown Ring Report. And we'll see you for the AEW Rampage Ring Report later on for Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Enjoy.